Hello students, now in this video let's see some examples on coefficient of correlation. So let me take the example 1. Suppose compute correlation coefficient and interpret its value for the data now. What was the data? X and Y series is given to us. X series having the values 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Corresponding value for Y is 10, 13, 16, 19 and 22. Okay, so now let we find coefficient of correlation using Carl Pearson's formula. Okay, so solution. Here we know R is what? Covariance between X and Y upon sigma X into sigma Y. And also we have been simplified one of the result here to determine covariance is what? 1 upon n summation xi yi minus x bar y bar upon what? The same sigma x into sigma y. And in sigma x and sigma y, what was the result for sigma x? It is root summation xi square upon n minus x bar square. This is the result. So here if we see this series carefully, what we need the values of x and y and their sum also to determine x bar y bar. Fine. Also we need the squares here. Look at sigma x is this. What about sigma y? Sigma y is the square root of summation yi square upon n minus y bar square. So here we need the squares of yi also and the product of them. So let us prepare a table for that. What was the table? We need what? X series, Y series, that is xi, this is yi. Fine. Then the squares of them, okay, for determining sigmas and their product. These things we need required. Okay, this is about the table. So here X series having these values 2, 3, 4, 5 and what? 6. Y series having the value 10, 13, 16, 19 and 22. Okay, we need the squares. So let me write them 4, 9, 16, 25 and 36. Here the square of y 100, 169, 256, this is 361 and 484. Then product of them. So it is 20, 39, 64, 95 and 132. Now here we need the summations of them. Look at the sums. X bar also calculated by taking the sum of this x. So let me determine sum of each one. What is sum of x? It is, you can check, it will be 20. This is 80. This one 90. This is 1370 and this is 350. These are the sums. Now we can easily calculate further part, that is R now. Okay, using this result. Okay, for that let me write some steps. Suppose step 1. Suppose step 1, let me determine means. Means what? X bar and Y bar. So X bar is what? Summation Xi upon N. What is summation X? Is 20. What is N? It is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. N is how much? 5. Okay. So it will be 20 upon what? 5. So what is X bar? It is 4. What about Y bar? Y bar is summation Yi upon N. What is summation Yi? These are Yi's. It is 80. Again N is how much? 5. So it is how much? 16. Okay. Then step 2. Firstly determine means. In step 2, we will determine sigma. So standard deviation. We will determine these one. Sigma x as well as sigma y. What is sigma x? Is this result? Summation xi square upon n minus x bar square. X bar is required here. That's why we will determine mean first. Okay. So now summation xi square is this. It will be 90 upon what? 5 minus what is x bar? 4. Its square. So this is how much? This will be 18 minus 16. So it will be root 2. It is 1.4142. You can do that calculation on calculator also. It is useful there. Fine. If you have a doubt. Summation yi square upon n minus what? Y bar square. So what it is? It is summation yi square. What is summation yi square? Is this 1370 upon what? 5 minus y bar is what? 16. Its square. After simplifying it, we get it is 4.2426. Okay. Then next step 3. We have to calculate covariance. What is covariance? Or I can put in R also those things. Or separately if we calculate covariance, that also doesn't affect. Covariance. What is covariance? Is this result. COV of x, y between x and y is 1 upon n summation xi yi minus x bar y bar upon what? Sorry, not upon. So that will be r. Okay. So 1 upon n summation xi yi minus x bar y bar simply. So what it is? 1 by 5. What it is this? Summation is 350 minus x bar is 4 and y bar is 16. So this is 70 minus 64. So that will be, this is 70 minus 64, right? So it will be 6. And last one, step 4. We can come to this one now. Okay, that is R. What is R? It is covariance between x and y upon sigma x into sigma y. We have been calculated all the values. 6 upon sigma x is 1.4142. What about sigma y? 4.2426. And this calculation, let me write this 6 here. Okay. And this simplification will be 1. You can check it. It will be 1. Therefore, if it is 1, means r is equal to 1, represent it. What, as we have to interpret the its value for the data, right? So you know r is equal to 1. Already we have written interpretation of value of r. So if r is 1, there will be a perfect positive correlation exist between these variables x and y. Also you can observe as x increases, y also increases. So there will be a scatter diagram. If we get, there will be an increasing graph. Fine. So I can say perfect positive correlation exists. Perfect positive correlation exists between two variables x and y. Okay. Now let's take the next example. Consider the data x, y, 6, 2, 10, 4 and 8. Here 9, 11, this value is not given to us, question mark. 8 and what? 7. There will be a question mark. This is not given. If, question is that if arithmetic mean of y series is 8, if arithmetic mean of y series is 8, find the missing value also compute correlation coefficient between x and y. Solution. What is given to us? Given y bar is given. Arithmetic mean between this series is what? 8. What is n? If we see, n is equal to how much? 5. Now let a be the missing value. A be the missing value. Let me assume this. Okay. In y series. If this is a, we can do this sum. This sum 9 plus 11 will be 20. 20 plus 8, 28 plus 7 is how much? 35. And this is a. So from that we get summation y is what? 35 plus a. Let me call it as equation number 1. But what is y bar? Y bar is what? Summation y upon what? N. We have the value of y bar also, right? Or y bar is 8. This summation y is what? 35 plus a upon what? N. This is from, sorry, n. N with us. What is n? N is 5. So it's from 1, I can say, right? Okay. So this is 40 equal to 35 plus a. So this will be, gives a is what? 40 minus 35. So that will be what? 5. So we get a is equal to 5. Once this value we get, we can easily determine coefficient of correlation using the previous example, just like a previous example. So for that we need to prepare a table having these values x, these tables or these columns xy. So it is 6, 2, 10, 4 and what 8. This is 9, 11 and this question mark is a having a value 5, 8 and what 7. X square will be what 36, 4, 100, 16 and what 64. This is 81, 121, 25, 64 and 49. This product is what 54, 22, 50, 32 and 56. Also do the sums. We need these sums, you know that. I won't repeat those things now. Already I have been explained in previous example. So it is 40, this is 220. I haven't did these calculations. You can check them on your own. 240. Now once I have all the values, I can easily calculate coefficient of correlation using the steps as given in previous question. So step 1, to calculate what means. So x bar. What is x bar? X bar is summation x upon n. So summation x is 30 upon 5. So it will be 6. Y bar is already given to us. It is 8. Now step 2. We have to calculate what? Standard deviations, right? That is sigma x is square root summation xi square or summation x square upon n minus x bar square. So it will be summation x square is 220. So square root 220 upon what 5 minus x bar is what 6, its square. And this calculation gives us the value 2.82843. This one 843. Now sigma y is what? Root summation yi square upon n minus y bar square. So this is root, what is summation yi square is 340 upon 5 minus y bar is 8, its square. This simplification is 2. You can check that. Now step 3. We have to calculate covariance. What is covariance? It is covariance between x and y is 1 upon n summation xi yi minus x bar y bar. So 1 upon n is 1 by 5. What is summation x yi? It is 214 minus x bar is 2 point, x bar is 6, sorry. X bar is 6 and y bar is what? 8. So this is minus 5.2. Step 4. It is what? R. It is covariance between x and y upon sigma x into sigma y. So this is minus 5.2 upon 2.82843 into what? 2. So this simplification is minus 0.91923. Therefore R is equal to minus 0.91923. This is R here. Okay. Let's see the next example. A student while calculating the correlation coefficient between two variables x and y for 25 pairs of observation obtained the following results. The results are n is equal to 25, summation x is 125, summation x square is 650, summation y is 100, summation y square is 460, and summation xy is 508. These results are obtained. If was, however, discovered, it was, however, discovered at the time of checking that he had copied down a pair as 614 while the correct pair was 812. Okay, so question is that obtain the correct value of correlation coefficient. Correct value of correlation coefficient. Solution. Here what happened, the student calculated the coefficient of correlation using this data, fine, but he has taken x is equal to 6 while x is what, 8, y is equal to 14 while it is what, 12. This pair is wrong one he has taken while the correct pair is this. Obviously due to that his coefficient of correlation is incorrect, or we can say wrong. So let me assume here W for wrong and C for correct first. So obviously all these m is 25, okay, but all these sums are wrong due to this incorrect value, fine, or we can say wrong pair is what, 614, and correct pair is what, correct pair is what, 8 and 12. So this is, I can say, wrong x value, this is wrong y value, while this is correct x value and this is correct y value. Okay, so now these sums are also wrong. So let me write them. Given n is what? 25. This summation x is wrong. It is what? 125. Summation x square is also what? Wrong. It is 650. Summation y is also wrong. It is 100. Summation y square is also wrong. It is 460. And summation xy is also wrong. It is 508. So our aim is that first of all we need to determine all these sums, all these correct sums. So, but let me do this one while calculating the coefficient of correlation in using our steps. So let me use step 1 is for what? Means. So now we are obtaining correct means, right? So let me write xc bar, correct mean. It will be summation x, but which one? Correct one, upon n. How do we obtain correct sum? Let me use this wrong sum. Summation x, wrong one. I will subtract this wrong xw from it and let me add this correct x in that. Upon what? This n as it is. This will be 125 minus 6 plus 8 upon 25, and that calculation is 5.08. Similarly, yc bar is what? Summation y correct upon n. So it is summation y wrong minus y wrong plus y correct upon n. So it is, what is summation y wrong? It is 100 minus yw is 14 plus 12 upon 25. This simplification gives us 3.92. Okay. Now let's go for step 2. What is step 2? It is for standard deviation. So sigma x is what? Square root summation x square, but which one? Correct one, mine upon n minus xc bar square. So this will be, how does this will become? This sum is again summation x square, which one? Wrong one, minus xw square by plus xc square. We will subtract the wrong one square, wrong value square, and add correct value square upon n minus this xc bar square. What does this gives? This gives 650 minus 6 square plus 8 square upon 25 minus this 5.08 square. And this simplification is square root of 1.3136, that is 1.1461. Okay. Now sigma y. What is sigma y? Similarly, you get this one, hopes, under root what? Summation y square, what? Correct, upon n minus yc bar square. That will be root again summation y square, which one? Wrong, minus y wrong square plus y correct square upon n. minus y bar, which one? Correct one, square. So this is root, what does it? This is 460 minus this is 14 square plus 12 square upon 25 minus what is this value? 3.92 square. Okay, so this is root, it will be root 0.9536 and that is 0.9765. You can check that. Step 3 is for covariance between x and y. So it is which one? Correct covariance, obviously correct one. So it is summation xy, which one? Correct one, upon n minus xc bar yc bar. So this will be, this sum is incorrect only, these one with correct values with us now. So summation xy, which one? Wrong, minus xw yw plus xc yc, this one we can do, upon n minus this is xc bar into yc bar. So this is how much? 508. 508 minus xw yw means this product 6 into 8 plus this is 6 into not 8 sorry 6 into 14 and here 8 into 12 upon 25 minus this is 5.08 and this is 3.92 and this whole calculation we will get, it is 0.8864. You can do this one, so I left that for you. Now step 4 is for what? R, but which one? Right or the correct one. So covariance between x and y, which one? Correct one, upon sigma x correct one and sigma y also correct one. So it is 0.8864. This is covariance upon what are sigmas? X is 1.1461 and sigma y is what? 0.9765. Look at this. And this calculation will be 0.79198. So this is our correct coefficient of correlation. So this is about this question. If we get incorrect values, we can make them correct using the obtained result. Okay. Let's see the next example. Obtain the coefficient of correlation from the data number of observations obviously x and y series. Number of observations of x are 15, obviously for y also 15. Sum of squares of deviations from means. Sum of squares of deviation from means is 136 and this is 138. Sum of product of deviations from means. This is 122. Okay, not for x only, this is product means for both of them. Okay, so this is separate one. Remember this. Actually this is what, look at, summation of product of deviations is this one. Okay, so now let me write question. Already we have written question. Obtain coefficient of correlation. Okay, solution given n is how much? 15, that is number of observations. Then what is with us? This summation x minus x bar into y minus y bar is how much? 122. Sum of squares of deviation. So this is summation x minus x bar square, that will be 136, and summation y minus y bar square. For x series and y series, obviously these are different. What we have to do? We have to calculate coefficient of correlation between x and y. So now we have a result. What? Coefficient of correlation is what? Covariance between x and y upon sigma x into sigma y. Let's go with definition here. It is summation x minus x bar y minus y bar upon what? N. This is covariance. And what about sigma? This is positive square root of arithmetic mean of sum of squares of deviation about from their mean upon n is this. And here square root summation y minus y bar square upon n. Now here also it is in a square root, here also it is in a square root. So if we take a product, it will become n square in a square root. N square will become n outside the square root. So that n and this n is get cancelled. So this will be what? Summation x minus x bar y minus y bar upon square root x minus x bar square into y minus y bar square. Sorry, here also, here summation is required. Okay, summation. Fine. So now these values with us. So this is 122 upon, this is square root 136, this is square root 138. And that simplification is, this is 122, let me keep as it is, or this, let's do the whole one, whole calculation. The whole calculation gives us the value 0.8905. Okay, this is our R here. So R is what? 0.8905. This is the answer, and the same one we have to calculate. Now let's go for the next question. Next example, Carl Pearson's coefficient of correlation between two variables x and y is 0.28 and the covariance between them is 7.6. If the variance of x is 9, find the standard deviation y. Solution. Here coefficient of correlation given to us, it is 0.28. Then covariance between x and y is given to us, it is 7.6. Then variance of x is given to us is what, 9, and the question is asked for sigma y. We have a result. R of x and y is covariance of x and y upon sigma x into sigma y. So that will be 0.28 into here 7.6 upon what is sigma x? It is sigma x is what? Square root of variance of x. So it is square root 9 into what? Sigma y. Therefore, by doing the calculation we get sigma y is only one unknown variable here. Sigma y is 9.047619. This is the answer for this sigma y. So here we will stop. In next video we will see some more examples on the same, and then further part, that is coefficient of determination. Okay, thank you.